So I've kind of been putting off this review of Overwatch because, to be honest, I'm a little bit torn about this game. And that doesn't happen very often, but I put in several hours into the beta, and I originally tweeted out that I was just going to pass on this game. I wasn't planning on picking it up because for me, it just didn't feel like there was enough here that was going to keep me interested in it for long term. It wasn't that I hated the game during the beta, but I also wasn't in the crowd that I walked away thinking, oh my god, this is the greatest shooter ever. I just didn't feel like it was deep enough to keep me entertained for a long time. But I happened to be pretty bored the night that it came out, and so me and all my friends, we decided to go all in and we all picked it up. So while most of you know what Overwatch already is, super quickly I'll just inform the other three people who may not know. So first off, this is a multiplayer only game. There is an area where you can go fight some AI, but for Christ's sake, if you don't plan on playing this game online, do not pick it up. There's definitely not enough here for that. So there's no single player campaign, although the developers have stated that there is a possibility that they could add a campaign later to it. And Blizzard does have a pretty good track record of adding content. And so they've also noted that all future content for this game is going to be free, which is, again, a big plus. So you're not going to find any season passes in Overwatch. So let me start off with the things that I like about this game. First off, there's 21 characters, which is a massive amount of characters, or heroes is what they're referred to. There's no unlocking them. You don't have to rank up in order to get new weapons or things like that. Everything is available right out the gate. And so they're divided up into different classes. You've got offense, which is kind of like your gunners, defense, which can set up turrets, or you can be a sniper, etc. Just defensive type classes. Tanks, which can take a lot of damage. And then you've got support, which can heal or aid your team in other ways. And the way that they've got these characters set up is actually pretty brilliant in the sense that every character plays entirely different from every other one. So you've got different weapons, different specialties, and that goes for even the characters within each class. So there's like 6 characters within each class, but even then, they don't play alike. So you might be playing in the support class, for instance, and one character may be able to lay down sentries and give shields to your teammates, while another one may be able to give your teammates health and give them revives and things like that. So everybody has their own specialties that help in certain periods and time. And it's not until you really start spending a whole lot of time with the game that you've had time to go through and play a lot of different characters that you really get a full appreciation for how deep this particular aspect of the game actually goes. And every character has their strengths and their weaknesses that can be countered by another hero. So there's 12 maps, or at least 12 different variants of maps with every game mode featuring an attack and defend type objective, which I really like objective type games, so it's a good fit for me. Also, the game does a really good job of rotating out the objectives, so it's not like you join up a match and you say, here, we're going to play, capture this flag or this point or whatever else. The game automatically rotates it out, so I do like that aspect of it because it kind of keeps the game fresh in that particular sense. But my biggest issue with this game is the same feeling that I got after playing the beta. Although I'm having fun, especially when we've got a team that's working well together, it still doesn't feel like there's just enough here. It just feels kind of empty when you compare it to so many other games that are out there on the market that you've paid $60 for. And it's almost the feeling that I got whenever I played Titanfall and these other games that have recently been multiplayer only. Same thing with Rainbow Six. I loved both Titanfall and Rainbow, but I still felt like there just wasn't enough content here, especially whenever in the back of your mind you're comparing it to other games that you've paid $60 for and you see all the content that comes with those. Now again, going back to my previous point, this is Blizzard, so I'm kind of got high hopes that this is going to be a game that's going to be taken care of, especially because there is a large fan base at this point in time. But I really don't think this is a game that's worth the $60 price tag, at least that they're asking for on consoles, which brings up a little bit of controversy surrounding this game because the PC version, the one that I got, was only around $40 brand new because they offered the standard edition. But on consoles, at least as far as I'm aware, you can only get the Origins edition, which is $60, which is the price point of any regular new game that's usually complete. And the only difference is that the Origins copy, it comes with a few extra digital skins for your characters and a few other bonuses for other Blizzard games, which I don't even play other Blizzard games. Digital skins don't really do it for me. So, I mean, that's one reason, at least on PC, there was no reason for me to get the Origins edition. I just wanted the standard flat edition, which was only $40, which for me, I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was a fair price. And so that's really all there is to unlock in this game also, since you already have all the characters unlocked, you already have all the guns. The items that you're playing for in this game are basically just more skins for your character and different voice lines and different sprays, which really don't mean anything to me again. And so this is the type of stuff that you would see more in like a free-to-play game. And this is kind of like what the game feels like to me. It feels like a free-to-play game that I paid for to unlock all the characters. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. This game is fun. At least it is for me. And, I mean, I'm complaining about depth, I know, right here, even though I talked earlier about how much depth there was when it comes to the characters. But I guess what I really mean whenever I'm talking about the lack of depth in this is it really comes down to a lack of content, it feels like. So for me, I can't sit there and recommend saying, hey, you need to go out, you need to pay $60 for this game if you're on console. Now, if you follow me on Twitter or visit VGN, I posted the other day that the game already at launch had dropped down to $40-something on Amazon for consoles, which, again, I paid $40 for. I actually think that that's a fair price. So I'm not bitching about, the price that I paid for it. I'm just, looking out for other people, especially my console friends out there. Now, so I'll leave a link to Amazon down below, but last time I checked, the price had already gone back up to the original $60, so I don't know how many days they did that or why it dropped down for only a period of time, but I'll leave the link down below because they do put those things on sale all the time, so I'm sure it'll happen again in the future. I just think this would have been a lot better off if they had offered the same packages on consoles as they did for PC. Again, for PC, I don't feel like I got ripped off for $40. I'm definitely going to get my money's worth out of it, but the same standard edition should have been offered up on consoles. And, I mean, they could have offered it up as a digital version if they wanted to, so I don't understand why they didn't. So, is it fun? Yes. Is there a lot of content here? No, not really. Is it worth $60? No. Wait for a sale, but I would say that this is certainly a game that's worth trying out if you're into shooters, if you like objective-based games, and especially if you have friends who are going to play together and who like to work as a team together. So post your thoughts of Overwatch down below. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn.